Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns offense will get the first possession of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give from the gun. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's out past the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. He's now up to 52 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Quick handoff. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around, see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Line gets set, first down. The run from the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Offense getting set for 1st down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there and knocking that ball away.
Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Looking to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking for an open man on second down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And this offense gets on the board in the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Offense in an empty set. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead! Touchdown, West Virginia! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop.
He wants to take the top off. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back on the move. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tompkins. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Schwab. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Old Uncle Mo has changed same sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little...
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it? And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for a man on second down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Bunch formation for these receivers. DB's right up on the receivers. Here we go with the run on 4th down. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Stands in and takes the hit. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters, and maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Schwab. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Got it! Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass, using his legs to buy some time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The give to the tailback. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Open runway ahead. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get at...
Snags it inside the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He caught it. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Objective for a defense is to make the the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
One more play to pad the stats. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's going for the big play. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every